Well, say what you like about the man, but at least he keeps it interesting. That was certainly some performance. We'll be asking about that in just a minute because I'm very proud and happy to say that 70s superstar and still a legend in Thailand apparently, Roy COKES, joins us live in the studio right now. Evening, Roy.
Bonsoir, ça va?
Ah oui, ça va bien, merci. Vous parlez français maintenant?
Oui, j'habite en France. I live in Saint-Tropez, you know, Saint-Tropez in the sunshine. It's the biggest villa in town, bien sûr.
Yeah, of course, the biggest villa. I'm jealous. I've always wanted to live in Saint-Tropez.
Impossible, mon garçon. You need to be a superstar like me and have beaucoup of the money.
Yes, I hear that you're still okay for a dollar or two, Roy. But before we go there, there's been a lot of press after your performance, a special performance at the Eurovision Song Contest. Is there anything that you'd like to add to the critics?
No.
You sure?
Really. Sure, yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, okay, fair enough. As I said, in my research, I've seen that you are still very, very successful in Thailand, of all places, where your long-running TV series, Happy Endings, is going into its 30th season, I believe, which is quite some achievement, Roy. So for the viewers who don't know about Happy Endings, could you tell us a little bit more, and why do you think the series has been so successful?
Well, I play Mike Hunt.
I beg your pardon?
I play Detective Mike Hunt.
Oh, I see, Detective Mike Hunt. Right.
Yes, I always solve the cases and I always get the ladies. Basically, I just play myself, you know. I think that's why it's so successful.
Yes, modest as always, Roy. Fair enough.
Oh, yes, fair enough, as my English friends say.
Now, before your success in Thailand, your movie career, I'm sad to say, ended with a flop. Was it the Fashion Killers came out to great fanfare at the Cannes Film Festival, but critics and public hated it alike? I guess that must have hurt. Is that why you stopped making movies?
How dare you? I'm just too busy to make the movies, you know. 30 seasons is a lot of work for me at my age. You know, The Fashion Killers, the film was way ahead of its time. The world wasn't ready for a charming assassin like me until, that is, of course, Austin Powers came along and copied my style, the cheeky bastard.
Well, it's true, actually. I mean, there is some truth to that. Austin Powers did come after you, so maybe Mike Myers owes you a thing or two. But I think one of the most important questions I'm going to ask today, especially for the ladies and, of course, some of the gentlemen watching at home, you are very popular, but you've never married, Roy.
Well, of course not. I mean, look at me. Why would I neglect all of the women who want this? One man, one woman. This is not for me, Ray. Now, 2 men, 2 women. There you're talking.
2 women. Yes, not everyone's cup of tea, of course. I must say, to add to that, there is actually a rumour that's been going around since the 70s, Roy, that you are in fact gay, and that's why you've never settled down and had a wife.
Well, you know, I'm many things, Ray. Je suis un bon vivant. I like the whole menu, if you like.
Right. Well, bon appetit. Will you end up retiring in France, where you now live?
No. Retire? Well, why would I retire, young man? Why? But I have this gift that you have before you. My destiny is simply to spread the love.
Oh, that's something in common with us. That's something we like to do, spread the love. We do it here every week.
Oh, really? Well, you must invite me to one of your spreading the love parties. I'm available, you know.
That's not exactly what I meant. Anyway, I have to ask, it's a bit of a silly question, Roy, do forgive me, but why do you have that unlit cigarette in your hand? I mean, why don't you just light it? You can in this studio.
Because it will kill me, you fool. I stopped smoking many years ago, but I like the look of it in my hand. No, it makes me look so sexy, no?
May I ask how old you are now, Roy?
How old is a piece of string?
Don't you mean how long is a piece of string?
Yes.
What's that got to do with how old you are?
Exactly.
Well, anyway, do you have any future plans, Roy, that you can tell us about?
Well, right now, Ray, I'll actually plan on having a drink, if that's okay with you. A single malt Macallan whiskey would go down very nicely. Chill the old parts, you know. No ice, if you please.
Fair enough, a man after my own taste. I see a single malt Macallan whiskey. I can do that for you. Just stay there. I'll go and get it for you. Roy.
No, not you, of course. No, I'd like that rather beautiful young specimen over there to serve me, if you would.
I'm sure you would. Cody, would you mind getting Roy a drink? Single Macallan, no ice, please. Thank you, darling.
Oh, lovely, this is Macallan. Do you know it? Oh, lovely. Do you know that? Cheers to you. I say, well, I need some new cushions in my house, so it'd be quite handy if you'd like to come along and I can show you a good time or two, you know, and show you some of my old movies. We can relax on your cushions, darling, if you like. Well, you leave the bottle anyway. I'll leave the phone number at the reception. I'll get it later, all right?
I do apologise, viewers at home who are not used to seeing this sort of thing. Roy, I must say, some of our viewers may have taken great offence at how you've just outrageously flirted with Cody, and on camera too.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry. Is she married?
No, it's not if she's married or not. It's that, how can I put it? These days, that sort of behaviour, Roy, is seen as inappropriate sexual harassment.
Inappropriate sexual harassment? How dare you? Flirting? Has charm got out of fashion then? It's simple, you know, Ray. I love the ladies and the ladies love me. Simple. L'amour. Le sexe. Je sais quoi. You know?
It certainly je ne sais quoi. Let's move on, shall we, Roy?
Oh, yes, I like to move it. Move it. Cody, was it? I like to move it, you know.
May I ask you about, this is quite a serious question, I hope you'll be honest with us because we've been waiting to hear this. The scandal that sort of ended your career in, the late 70s really, in England. There was a scandal, apparently there was some compromising video footage of you at a sex orgy with the women and men of the European Parliament, where at one point in the video you're seen with, two people naked and putting into...
Just a second up. Oh, I have a phone call.
I didn't hear it ring.
It's on vibrate, of course, darling. Yes. Bonsoir. Sorry, Red, business. Yes, bonsoir, this is him, yes, Roy Cakes, legend. Yes. Tom Cruise. Oh, lovely one. And who's the leading lady? Is she talented? Oh, delightful. I can't wait for the scenes with her. Yes. 20 million? Oh, absolutely. 20 million. I don't go out of bed for less than that, you know. I'll leave right now. Yes, I'll get the jet ready. Thank you and bonsoir.
Roy, what's happening?
Well, you've just seen us. Sorry about that. My agent on the phone. Hollywood waits, darling. I must leave immediately.
That wasn't a real phone call, was it, Roy?
Well, pretty real to me, you know.
That's because you say you're an actor. I think you're just avoiding answering the last question about the scandal.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Why would you avoid the question?
What question?
Oh, forget it.
Forget what, young man?
Well, time's running out, Roy. We're live from Berlin. We better get on with the end of the interview. I must ask you, for your fans at home, will we be seeing you on a TV series over here in Europe soon? Perhaps Netflix or Amazon or Apple would appreciate your talents.
Oh, no, I'm far too busy for that in Thailand, but I will be, I could give you an exclusive, Ray. I'm working on a spectacular music project, which you will see and hear very soon.
Did you say a spectacular music project?
Yes, music. Si, je suis un rockstar. J'habite là, dans the south of France. I make love, and I make the music with the ladies.
Oh, I can't wait to hear you make music, Roy. Anyway, in the meantime, very good luck with that. Thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Roy Cakes, superstar legend. In his own mind. Now, just in case you've just joined us and you've never heard of Roy Cakes before, let's look back at when he was great. This is some of his best work. Roy Cakes in action.